Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you have seen all my other video which was on topic conjunctions. So guys, today I have brought up a new video of science class 8, which is chapter 1. Okay, so I thought that now it should be a science chapter. So I have brought now chapter 1, which is crop production and management. So guys, this chapter basically will be divided into 4 parts for explanation. So I will just write over here 4 parts for explain and 1 part for back exercise. Okay guys, so there will be 5 parts. Okay, so in total there will be 5 parts. As you all know, in total there will be 5 parts. 4 parts is of explanation, 1 is for back exercise. I thought that there should be a video specifically for back exercise, so that if you have any doubt in the back exercise, that gets clear. Okay, so in total there will be 5 parts. Okay guys, so shall we start? I hope we can start. So guys, I will just tell you from till where today we are going to read. Okay, so till over here from agriculture implements we are going to read in our next video. And I will just tell you more so that you can just mark over there. Okay, and in the next video we will complete till here. Then we will start irrigation and next video. Okay, so irrigation will be done. Then in our next video we will basically mostly talk about irrigation only. Then we will in our next video we will do protection from weeds. Okay, so then our chapter is complete, I hope so. Yeah, then our chapter will be complete. Then we will discuss all the back exercise question we will discuss in the class. Okay, so guys, I'm just telling you before only, if you have any doubts, any doubts in the following coming chapters, basically if you want me that this chapter specifically you want that I should bring this chapter, so you can just comment down in the comment section. It is open for all. And guys, if you have any doubt related to this chapter, you can tell me in the comment section. Okay, so let us start now. Okay, so crop production and management. So guys, so crop production, what do we understand? The production of crop, right? Production of crop, right? Crop production. Management means like proper production. It needs to be managed, right? So let us see if we have guessed these things, right? So let us see that the things which we have guessed are right or wrong. Okay, so let us start. Haley and Bujo went to their uncle's house during the summer vacation. Their uncle is a farmer. One day, they saw some tools like khurfi, sickle, shovel, plow, etc. Right? So they went to their uncle's house during the summer vacation. He's a farmer. So they have gone to the field, and then they saw some tools like khurfi, sickle, shovel, plow, etc. in the field, right? It is written they have gone in the field. So in the exam, some questions come like khurfi, sickle, shovel, plow. So you can give these examples. Okay, you have learned that all living organisms require food. Right? We have learned that all living organisms require food. Plants can make their own food themselves, right? We know that every living organism living in this earth requires food, right? And plant make their own food by which process? It is called photosynthesis. Am I right? If I'm right, just like to my video. Okay, so if I'm right, just like to my on my video that yes, plants make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. Okay, can you recall how green plants synthesize their own food? Plants, I have already told you, which is photosynthesis, right? Animal including humans cannot make their own food, so how do they get it? Right, like we humans, some animal, not basically some, all the animals can make their own food. So how do we get the food? From the plants, right? They synthesize by the process of photosynthesis. They make their own food, and we get food from plants only, right? So, but first of all, why do we eat food? This is the main question. Ki chalo, okay, we cannot make our own food, but why do we require food, right? We require food to gain energy, guys. Actually, my video, my this handwriting is coming very bad because of this. I'm, writing it from a mouse. Okay, so we get energy, right? We get to gain energy, we eat our food. Okay, you already know that energy from the food is utilized by organism for carrying out their various body functions, right? We know that if we eat one time, you would be having a question, okay ma'am, we gain energy from food, so once we gain energy, where it is gone, so that we need to eat one more meal to gain energy. It is because our energy is gone in the process of digestion, respiration, excretion. Even if we pick up a pencil, it requires energy. Even if we put beads in our hand, it requires energy. If we do any work, if we even clap our hands like this, for this also we require energy. I'm speaking over here, I require energy, right? Everything requires energy, such as digestion, respiration, and excretion. We get our body from, we get our food from plants, animals, or both, like meat, chicken, meat. I know some of you people must do not eat a non-veg. You are only vegetarian, but rest of the people are non-veg, so they eat some animals also, right? They eat fish, they eat hens, right, etc, etc. So some people are veg and some people are non-veg, right? The people who are non-veg, they eat veg also and non-veg also, and the people who are veg, they don't eat non-veg, they only eat veggie, right? They only eat veg. So we get food from both, right? So this is an important thing in order to provide food for a large population. Exactly, like regular production, proper management and distribution is necessary. That's obvious, right? So we guys are confused a bit that over here it is written that we need regular production, proper management, distribution is necessary. So how, like our India is so vast that we require a lot of food so that everyone can eat a little food, right? Everyone requires that. So guys, how it is done, we are going to read this in more in coming following uh, coming following paragraphs. Okay, so these things are going to come in the next paragraphs, so we have to read further for that, right? So I was going to tell you that, like, Delhi, it has crores population. So guys, how can the farmers do so, right? They also, the farmers, the government, everyone is taking involvement in all these, right? So how? This is a question. If anyone in your family is a farmer, just ask them. Okay, and if you ask them, just tell me in the comment section, and the first 10 people, I will tag you on my video. Okay, that's a promise from my side. Okay, so let us start again from agricultural practices. Agricultural practices. Till 10,000 BCE, people were nomadic. They were wandering in groups from place to place in search of food and shelter. So basically, before 10,000 BCE, which is 10,000 centuries, before 10,000 centuries, people were nomadic, right? People were wandering here and there in place of food and shelter, right? They ate raw fruits and vegetables and started hunting animals for food. Like some, first of all, they used to eat only raw food items. Then they started hunting for food, right? Later, they could cultivate land and produce rice, wheat, and other crops, food crops. Thus was born agriculture. First, they eat raw material. First, they were nomadic in search of food and shelter. Then they used to eat raw fruits and vegetables. Then they started hunting animals for food. Then they cultivated land and produces rice, wheat, and other food crops. Then the process agriculture came, right? Yes. Okay. So when plants of the same kind are cultivated, when at the same time are cultivated on a large scale is called a crop. For example, a crop of wheat means that all the plants grown in the field are of wheat. Like if there are 20 crops in a field, 20 crops should be of wheat, not 19 should be of wheat and one of rice. That will not called a crop. All the crops, all the plants are of wheat, then it is called crop. Otherwise it will only called a plant. Okay, so you already know that crops are of different kinds, right? Like cereals, vegetables, and fruits. These can be classified on the basis of the season in which they grow. है ना? India is a vast country. The climatic conditions like temperature, humidity, and rainfall vary from one region to another. Accordingly, there is a rich there is a rich variety of crops grown in the different parts of the country. Despite of this diversity, two broad cropping pattern can be identified. These are kharif crops and rabi crops. So kharif crops are basically grown in rainy season, which is from June to September. Okay, for example, paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, and cotton are some kharif crops. Okay, so basically the definition is the crops which are sown in rainy season are called kharif crops. The rainy season in India is generally from June to September. For example, paddy, maize, soybean, groundnut, cotton are some kharif crops. Okay, let us come to rabi crops. The crops grown in the winter season, which is from October to March, are called rabi crops. Example of rabi crops are wheat, gram, pea, mustard, and linseed. Besides these, pulses of vegetables are grown during summer at many places. And some things are there, some crops are there which are grown in summer season. Okay. Basic practices of crop production. Okay, so basically, what are the basic practices of crop production? Cultivation of crops involves several activities undertaken by farmers over a period of time. So many things are involved. Many things are involved to taken by which are activities are done by the farmers in a specific period of time. You may find that these activities are similar to those carried out by a gardener or even you when you go grow ornamental plants in your house, right? You have seen a farmer or some gardeners which grow sometimes ornamental plants. or sometimes even you, maybe your mother or maybe your father or maybe anyone in your family who likes to grow ornamental plants, maybe them you have seen, right? If you have not seen, just try to figure it out, okay, and tell me if you have seen or not by liking the video, okay, and subscribe to my channel. If I will think that if you have subscribed to my channel, means you have seen of all this, okay. So let us move forward. These activities or tasks are referred these activities or tasks are referred to as agricultural practices. Okay, so these are called agricultural practices, which are listed below. First, preparation of soil to grow a crop. We have to do basically preparation of soil, sowing, adding manure and fertilizers, irrigation, protecting from weeds, harvesting, and then storage. Okay, so we are going to read in it step by step. So now let us come to preparation of soil. So preparation of soil. The preparation of soil is the first step before growing a crop. One of the most important tasks in agriculture is to turn the soil and loosen it. This allows the roots to penetrate deep into the soil. So the first step or the main step for agriculture is to turn the soil. So basically, if the one dry soil is there and the wet soil is down, you need to tilt it because the nutrients are below, right? They're under. So we need to tilt it. And if it is dry, and if the top or some thick layer is dry, then we need to provide it water first, then we need to tilt it. Okay, the loose soil allows the root to breathe easily even when they go deep into the soil. Like if roots are this big, like around this big or any long are they, if the soil will be if the soil will be tilted first, they will get nutrients, they can breathe easily. Okay, so why does the loosening of soil allow the root to breathe easily? The loosened soil helps in the growth of earthworm and microbes present in the soil. So I just missed this question. Why does the loosening of soil allows the roots to breathe easily? So this allows because there are small tiny holes in the soil, or basically there are gaps in the soil, which allows for the changing of gases. Okay, so and now let us move to the next paragraph. The loosening of soil helps in the growth of earthworm and microbes present in the soil. These organisms are friend of farmers since they further turn and loosen the soil and add humus to it, right? They add humus to it. Earthworms and microbes are called friends of farmers. Am I right? If yes, then please like and share. Please like, share and subscribe to my channel. Okay, so but why the soil needs to be turned and loosened? Why? As I told you before, that it needs to be loosened or turned because the roots, so that the roots can penetrate easily and can breathe easily. Okay, so let us move forward. You have learned in previous classes that soil contains minerals, water, air, and some living organisms. In addition, dead plants and animals get decomposed by soil organisms. In this way, various nutrients in the dead organism are released back into the soil. These nutrients are again absorbed by the plant. So sometimes it happens that minerals are not there, right? Sometimes it happens, yes or no, that the minerals go, right? Have you heard something like that, that the minerals are have been gone, yes or no? If you have heard that, just tell me in the comment section that the field is no more nutrient, it has no more nutrients or it has no more minerals. Just tell me in the comment section. Okay, so let us read forward. So we need to add it. We need to add it. Right. We need to add it by adding manures and fertilizers. Okay, since only a few centimeters of the layer of the top soil supports plant growth, turning and loosening of the soil brings more nutrition rich to the top so that plants can use these nutrients. Yes, can use these nutrients. Thus, turning Thus, turning and loosening of soil is very important for cultivation of crops. The processes of loosening and turning the soil is called tilling or plowing. So basically, guys, the loosening and turning of the soil is called tilling or plowing. Okay, this is done by using a plow. Plows are made of wood or iron. First, like in our mother or father's time, it is of wood. Nowadays, in our generation, it is of iron. Okay. If the soil is very dry, it may need watering before plowing. Okay. So if the soil is dry, as I told you before, if the soil is dry, then we need to provide it water. Yes, we need to provide it water. The plowed field may have big crumbs of soil called crumbs. There would be some clumps of soil, some like मोटे मोटे होते हैं ना पत्थर kind of, हम उनको सोचते हैं पत्थर लेकिन वो होते हैं मिट्टी. Right, we have seen those. Right, so these are called crumbs. It is necessary to break these crumbs. Leveling in the field is beneficial for sowing as well as for irrigation. Leveling of soil is done with the help of a leveler. So basically, leveling of soil is very important. And if there would be crumbs, the leveling will be not be able to done be right. So and the leveling of soil is basically done by a leveler. There is a machine called leveler. So it is done like that. Sometimes manure is added to the soil before tilling. This helps in proper fixing of manure with the soil. The soil is moistened before sowing. Means it has get moist, like soft, before sowing. Okay, so guys, this was my part 1. If you liked it, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. And guys, if you have any doubt till here, just tell me in the comment section. And if you guys want that I should make a ppt and then teach you, then I can also do that for you. So please tell me in the comment section that you want ppt or you want from book only. I will just do whatever is done in the majority. Okay guys, thanks for watching. Bye, love you all. Bye guys.